What happens to Nabal?
The story says when Abigail tells him what happened, his heart died within him, maybe a stroke. He dies about 10 days later.
Divine justice, perhaps.
The narrative implies it. And after Nabal's death, David remembers Abigail's wisdom and character and sends for her, and she becomes one of his wives.
A remarkable story. It shows how wisdom and courage, even from someone seemingly powerless, can change everything.
A beautiful example of positive influence, contrasting sharply with David's earlier failure.
Okay, so after David comes his son Solomon, famous for wisdom.
Legendary wisdom. And his reign marks the absolute peak of the unified kingdom, but also sows the seeds for its decline.
How does he get this famous wisdom?
Early in his reign, Jehovah appears to him in a dream and says, basically, ask for whatever you want me to give you.
A blank check from God. What does Solomon ask for? Long life, riches, victory.
No! Amazingly, he asks for an understanding heart to judge your people, that I may discern between good and evil. He asks for wisdom to rule justly.
That's a very selfless and insightful request for a young king.
Jehovah is extremely pleased. Because he didn't ask for selfish things, God grants him not only unparalleled wisdom, but also the riches and honor he didn't ask for, far beyond any other king.
So his wise choice brought even greater blessing.
Exactly. And his wisdom is immediately put to the test.
The famous story of the two women and the baby.
That's the one. Two women live together, both had babies around the same time. One baby dies in the night. Both women now claim the living baby is theirs.
A classic he said, she said situation. How do you prove it?
They argue fiercely before Solomon. His solution is shocking. He calls for a sword and says, cut the living child in two and give half to the one and half to the other.
What's a barbaric?
It seems so, but it's a psychological masterstroke. He's not intending to actually cut the baby. He's watching their reactions.
Oh, what happens?
The real mother cries out in anguish, oh my lord, give her the living child and by no means kill it. She'd rather give up her son than see him harmed.
And the other woman?
She says coldly, let it be neither mine nor yours, but divide it. Her bitterness reveals her lack of true maternal love.
So Solomon instantly knows who the real mother is.
By her compassion, he awards her the baby. And the sources say all Israel heard about this judgment and held the king in awe, recognizing the wisdom of God was in him to administer justice.
It cemented his reputation, and his reign was prosperous.